Hello, everybody. Today I wanted to talk about William Peter Blatty's trilogy, The Exorcist, Legion, and the Ninth Configuration. The Exorcist is probably my second favorite book ever. I think the first one is probably Rosemary's Baby, and then I think I'd have to go with The Exorcist at number two. But The Exorcist, one of the best books I've ever read, my second favorite of all time, and I mean, what more is there to say about it? Because everybody watching this pretty much knows The Exorcist, and the movie is pretty much just like the book. It's like 99% the book. They're like the exact same thing, and there's not really a ton for me to say about this because everybody knows it, but there is a ton to talk about once we start talking about the sequels as well. The sequel, Legion, became the movie Exorcist 3, which Blatty also wrote and directed the movie, which is pretty close to the book, except it leaves out like my favorite character, but I understand though, because in the aspect of a movie where you only have a certain period of time versus your page count to a degree could go on forever. You could include more stuff in a book, but it does leave out my favorite character in the movie. But the book is awesome, and the thing about this, and also the Ninth Configuration, the other sequel, which is much shorter. Thing about these that I like is that okay, with most sequels, they tend to do this thing, which is like it's the exact same movie, but just two more times or like five more times, depending how many sequels you do, which I'm fine with that. Like I love Friday the 13th, and I know a lot of the sequels are pretty similar, so I'm fine with that. But what I love, and something I try to do with my own books, which shameless plug down in the description, all five of my books, including my new book, Locked Coffins, you can get those on Amazon and Kindle. Something I like to do with my own books, and something that I love when other books do this or other movies do this, is that the sequels continue certain themes and they have different characters, or they might expand on a side character, like with Legion. It's all about Kinderman, who was a character in The Exorcist, but it expands more on him. He was a side character, and the thing is like, while it does carry over certain themes, it's not a rehash, like it expands on themes, covers new themes, different religious themes. Something I like about Blatty's characters is that they, it's a rare thing to see in fiction these days. When characters wonder about faith, talk about faith. In real life, we do that. In real life, we talk about faith a lot. Life, death, and what might happen after death, and different spiritual questions we might have. That's something you don't see a lot in fiction, and I like that his characters really talk about that stuff, think about that stuff, and it's just so well done in these books. And I don't know, I really would love to find more books like this where the characters talk about faith. Similar in the Ninth Configuration, one big point in here is that if people say that God can't exist because all the bad in the world, why do they never say he could exist because of all the good in the world? That is something that I really love about this book, and the main character, Cain. Sort of funny that all the characters, their names start with K, like in here, Father Karras, then here, Kinderman, and then here, Cain. They all start with K. I don't know what he's trying to say with that, but that's something I just noticed recently. But that's something I really dig about these books, is that they might expand some themes. Like this book has the astronaut from that's vaguely in The Exorcist at the party, when Reagan's like, "You're gonna die up there," meaning he's gonna die up there in space. Like that dude's in here. So it's cool to like expand on side characters and like continue over some themes, but not a total rehash. Like there's, in these two books, there's not the little girl that's possessed and has a Hollywood mom who's an atheist, and then the priest that lost his faith. Like that's the story in the first one, and that's not the story in these two sequels. And I just like that because it makes the universe feel a lot bigger. It makes it feel like an actual universe. A lot of people, with their books, when they do sequels, for me, I really don't like writing the same character in book after book after book after book. I mean, there's sometimes where I like seeing that, like in Indiana Jones, I like, following that same guy, but like that's rare. It has to be a really good character for me to like following him. But me, when I write personally, I like to write new characters. I like to explore new people and their thoughts, and I like to explore the universe, and you see how big it really is. And that's the thing with this, is like Reagan in this book, she doesn't show up in these two, and I like that. You know, there's slight mention of her in Legion, but you see the whole scope of the world and how big it really is, and that's what I really dig about these books. And they're so well written, you know, and they're very creepy, and they really give you some good things to think about regarding faith, and that's why I really love these books, and I love William Peter Blatty. So anyways, you guys, let me know if you've read this trilogy. Let me know what you think about these. Let me know if there's any other books that sort of deal with faith. If there's any other horror books specifically that deal with faith like these ones do, let me know down in the comments. And of course, don't forget my own books. Those are down in the description. Have a great day.